Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Soul Messenger Tarot 369. Okay, so I am going to do a quick energy read for this upcoming planetary alignment that we have going on that I feel is going to be pretty important. It is happening on August 13th. It is the Venus conjunct Jupiter in Cancer. So I just want to pull some cards real quick to see what it is, some confirmation or anything that we need to know. All right, we have Scorpio and Pluto. Again, Scorpio. All right, so we have some Pluto energy here. Ninth planet, karma, rebirth. P for Pluto. So this is triple Pluto energy here. Okay, we have 7th house, Libra, Venus. Okay, so that's important. Venus, death, and 14. Okay. I don't know what happened there. Okay. Okay, so we have enemies, legal contracts. So we have death. So at this point in time, right? Okay, we're talking about Venus conjunct Jupiter. That is, that is love. That is growth. That is, what else? Let's take a look at this. Jupiter, expansion, prosperity. Venus, love and pleasure. So pleasure and prosperity, a growth maybe in pleasure and prosperity due to the end of some kind of legal contract, long-term relationship, an enemy, a marriage, a partnership. So the death, the end of some kind of partnership, business or marriage, that really, was working against you. Okay, and wealth here too. So maybe a death bringing wealth. And the beginning of a pleasurable moment in your life. Okay, again, death, Scorpio and death. Yeah, there's definitely something going on here. Tell me about Scorpio, death, and Pluto. P for Pluto. I wonder what 14 is here. Tell me about that. Tell me about Scorpio, Pluto, P, and death. Why is that here? 7 of Swords reverse. Okay, so truth revealed. Someone was deceitful. Okay, malicious, and they got caught. Right, got caught doing stuff they shouldn't have been. Ace of Swords, lying, cheating, stealing. Queen of Wands reverse, maybe some dark magic, selfishness, jealousy, insecurity. All right, this is very karmic. Okay, so this is definitely a karmic partnership or relationship of some kind, with karma and fate. Yeah, okay, so what else do we need to know? 7 of Wands and the upright. All right, so protection, perseverance, maintaining control, holding your own, standing up for yourself. So you have successfully defended yourself. Spirit maybe helped you, all right, from this enemy, and it's over. Okay, it's over. This relationship is over. They no longer are going to be having the opportunity to even try to come after you anymore. Tell me about death. Why is death here? Judgment reverse. The Hierophant. So God is punishing this person. This death is a punishment from God, and that's Venus too, as well. Venus energy. The Hierophant. Why is 14 here? What's 14 got to do with this? 8 of Swords reverse. I'm just getting maybe the 14th is an important date to you personally. Or maybe August 14th is going to be important. It's the day after. Right? Okay, so August 13th is the day that this conjunction is happening. And oh, that's Pluto. Yeah, look at that. The Pluto energy, judgment. Okay, so this is definitely like a judgment. A God judging someone, your enemies. And bringing punishment to them for lying, cheating, stealing. Also, Ace of Swords reverse, judgment. So definitely judgment. There's a lot of judgment here. Maybe for what they did when they thought no one was looking, but God sees all. So I feel like the 14th is important, August 14th, for sure. Either when this energy really, truly kicks in, or maybe it could be the day that something happens. Okay, so we have the 6 of Swords in the upright, the Fool in reverse, the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, with the King of Swords. So we have a King of Swords here. This is judgment. This is a judge, either spiritual or legal. I'm getting that this could be someone, someone in the real world who had an opportunity to make the right decision, to give the right judgment, but that didn't happen. So God is stepping in to make sure that the proper punishment is delivered. Yeah, so I'm feeling very much so like this. There was a situation, an actual like 3D legal situation that was not handled properly. There was an injustice in the justice system of our 3D reality, which happens all the time. But this was such a gross injustice that Spirit and God has stepped in to right that wrong. To give you the justice that you seek and deserve. These people are not going to be, not only are they not going to be able to get away with doing this to you anymore, but they're not going to get away with having done it. There's punishment. What is the punishment? So they may not really see any, earthly punishment, but there's definitely going to be some spiritual punishment here. Tell me about that. Tell me about punishment. Tell me about punishment. Yeah, okay. So justice is being served in this situation. For 5 of Wands, they tried to compete, bully, attack you, waged war against you and your happiness. The Sun, 2 of Pentacles. This was a conscious decision that they made. In fact, it was a priority for them. They made it their business. They made it their life's purpose to try to come after you, to wage war against you. And God stepped in and said, no. Again, Venus energy. Yeah. This is the God of love. This is the God of good. This is the God of, of all good things. Saying, no, you can't do this to a good person. This is a good person who didn't deserve, what you did to them. And you're not going to get away with this. This is karma. Okay. Anything else? What do we need to know about this Venus conjunct Jupiter in August 13th? Okay, page 1 just flew out. So it's like, I'm coming out. I want the world to know. I'm gonna let it show. You are an inspirational person. Throughout all of this, you remained positive. You remained a shining light. You remained, and you became an inspiration to many, whether it was just spirit watching you or people in 3D watching you go through everything that you did, and how you have recovered. You have freed yourself. Also, I'm getting freed from karma, okay? You going through this, with this karmic relationship, okay? You came out on top. You endured. I feel like you burned off any karma that you may have had left, and now you are a free spirit, karma free. And this person cannot say the same thing. Tell me about the other person. Tell me about the other person. Tell me about the other person. Okay, we have the Chariot. So they may have considered, they may have either actually been in a position of authority, police officer, judge, I don't know, maybe lawyer, something to do with the legal system, most likely. All right. Position of authority, as well. Maybe they felt like they were God, like they were higher than God, better than God. 4 of Cups and 5 of Swords, right? And they decided that they were going to take whatever power they had and use it to cause you conflict because they didn't like you. Because they didn't like you. They didn't want you to get what was yours. And they did not like you. And they felt like you didn't deserve it. And they decided to take matters into their own hands. And what does God say about that? God says, vengeance is mine. Basically God says, don't take matters into your own hands. Let me handle it. And they didn't do that. They didn't do that. Now they're being punished for it. Also, this could be a Scorpio that you are dealing with as well. Okay. What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know for this August 13th Venus conjunct Jupiter energy? Excuse me. All right, we got the Page of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles. So I feel like you have all the evidence that you need. Okay. This may have been a karmic contract where they were supposed to get you in the 5 of Pentacles to cause you financial loss, lack. Maybe they wanted to get you spiritually low, right? And because they did not succeed in that, they may have succeeded in making you homeless. They may have succeeded in making you penniless, right? They may have succeeded in getting you stuck in legal contracts. They may have succeeded in a lot of things, but one thing they did not succeed in is like the one thing that they had to do. Karmically, their contract, said that would not be fulfilled if they could not do it, was to get you spiritually low. They did not succeed. You never reached that point. You remained very high vibrational. I'm getting with the Page of Wands there. So it's like no matter what they threw at you, they no matter what they tried to do to you in the physical world, spiritually, they could not get you down. And so again, judgment is here, justice is here, punishment is here, Pluto, karma, they're being punished by God for what they have done or attempted to do to you. With the Eight of Swords reversed, I'm getting two. They may have tried to put you in spiritual jail, and you just broke the fuck out of there. And God assisted you in that. Said, "Oh hell no!" All right. Anything else? Anything else? Going to tell me more about the number 14? Why is 14 here? Judgment reverse, death reverse, and the Star. Yeah, so it's like the death magic. It's reversing. It's returning to sender. It's coming back on them. This is justice. This is judgment. This is punishment for what they did to you. They tried to destroy you. But you are the Star. You are healing. You have nothing but good things coming for you from now on. This person can't hurt you anymore. They can't hurt you anymore. At least not as of August 14th. They can't touch you. You're going to be untouchable. And this person may or may not experience, an actual finality. All right. Of the physical. Yeah. We have the Wheel of Fortune. I'd say that's maybe confirmation. Definitely of karma. All right. Jupiter. All right. So it's like Jupiter. We have Jupiter, Uranus, Pluto, and Venus. These are all important energies that are stepping in and turning the wheel to make sure that it works out, in your favor, because that is justice. That is righteousness. That is God working, divine intervention. All right, I hope this has helped you in some way, shape, or form. I hope, if nothing else, it has entertained you for a few moments in time, and that if you haven't already, you will like, share, and subscribe. Bye.